The first thing we are going to do for this Alma Thomas inspired art piece is make our heart in the center of the paper. Now remember, you can freehand your heart if you'd like, or you can draw 2 dots and then make a big curve around, meet there, and same thing, up, around, down, and that's how we're going to start. Now you notice this is another art project where we are not using any water in between our colors. In order to change colors, all we're going to do is unload our color on our brush. So the first thing I'm going to do is paint the inside. Oh, you can see my brush is a little dirty. That's okay. The first thing we're going to do is paint the inside of our heart. Now you may have noticed when I was painting my heart, but anytime I'm trying to fill in the inside of a section, what I did is I made an outline first with my brush, and then I filled it all in. That will help keep my lines nice and straight. Now I unloaded my paint onto my paper towel, and I'm ready to switch colors. And this time I'm going to use my paintbrush like a stamp. I'm not going to go back and forth with my brush. I'm going to go up and down really lightly to create that almost stitched look. You can see I'm going to go all the way around once, and the harder I push, the more my paintbrushes are going to spread out. So I'm going to be mindful of that too. I'm not going to push very hard. I just want a light stamp there. And again, unload my paint on my brush, and I'm going to switch colors. And I'm going to go ahead and repeat that process this time. I'm going to start from the bottom. I'm going to go all the way around. I'm going to keep my stamp lines kind of close to my other ones here. Oh, load up a little bit more paint. There we go. Nice and slow and controlled, keeping my brush up on its tippy toes. Okay, to create that stamped look, that kind of pointillism effect there. And I'm going to continue going around and around with outlines, switching colors in between until my whole page is filled. Now you can see that I've done more colors, and I've kind of reached the edge of my paper here, but I still have room down here below and above. So I'm going to unload my paint really well again before I switch. Now this time when I go around, I am going to start here, and when I run out of paper, you can see when I get over here, oh, you can see I get a little one. Now I'm just going to imagine that my line continues. Imagine that it goes over here. I'm not touching the paper there, and then I'm going to continue down below. Okay, you just kind of have to imagine that that line continues, and you pick up where it will continue connecting when you meet the paper again. Okay. Okay, so I brought my color all the way out to the edge. You can see at the end there, I decided to just kind of carry on with my purple, but instead of keeping it the same way, I just dipped my paintbrush right into some white paint there. And then just kind of with the purple I still had on, you can see it just kind of gets lighter and lighter as it fades out to the edge of the paper. So that's what I chose to do. Also, a reminder that you are going to be sharing paint with your table. It's really important that your paintbrush goes up and down in the paint, up and down to pick it up and down to put it down. You can see I've gotten a little bit, I've got my paintbrush or my paint a little bit dirty, but not much. You can see there's only a little bit of purple in there and a little bit of blue. That will help keep your paint really nice and neat, and will ensure that any kind of blending of the paint happens on your paper and not here in your palette. So I hope you enjoy creating this Alma Thomas inspired Valentine's Day piece.